Hey guys, welcome back. It's Hybrid Spectre. So today I'm going to be giving, I guess what you can say, a first thoughts review on the Izanagi's Burden. This is completely unscripted. This is basically what I personally think of the weapon and how I think it holds up to other snipers. So without further ado, let's get into this. So, Izanagi's Burden is the new exotic sniper rifle that you get in the Black Armory DLC. If you're not sure how to get it, if you obtain the lockbox from the Volander Forge, and if you don't know where to get that, just look it up and you can find, and there's usually a guide to help you. There's probably most likely a guide by now to help you find that box and how to get it. But so you get the quest for this gun from the lockbox once you unlocked all the forges and gotten all the keys. You then have to complete a multi-step quest to unlock this. So let's break it down here. Chambered compensator increases stability, moderately controls recoil, slightly decreases handling speed. Accurized rounds increases range. Outlaw precision kills greatly decrease reload time. Composite stock slightly increased stability and increased handling. And its exotic perk is Honed Edge. Holding reload consumes the magazine and loads a round with additional range and damage. So essentially you get one big super bullet in that, and I'll demonstrate that in a minute. So as far as actual stats go, impact stands at 70 impact, range is at 62, stability at 60, handling 52, reload 46, aim assist 62, rounds per minute 90, and with a magazine of 4. So, what do I think of it? Well, it's in the medium rate of fire category of snipers, which is a sniper you don't see too often. I may be wrong about that, but feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. This is just simply what I think about it. But it's in the medium rate of fire. It's in the medium category of sniper rifles. So it kind of sits. The only two sniper rifles I can think of right now that it sits between is the Supremacy and the Dreaded Venture. Dreaded Venture is the Gambit sniper. So it's got a medium rate of fire, and it's kind of medium. It's kind of well-rounded, I guess you can say. So it's kind of the middle ground for snipers, I guess you can say. So scope has a pretty good zoom on it, which isn't bad really. The only thing that I'm having a hard time getting past with this sniper is its damage. Now, of course, with a sniper rifle, you're supposed to be hitting your crit shots, but even with criticals against yellow bars and orange bars, it just doesn't seem to hit hard enough. At least from my perspective, really, because compared to snipers like the Dreaded Venture and the Black Spindle, or as it's called, Whisper of the Worm now, those are high damaging snipers, but this is somewhere in the middle there. And while that may not be so much a bad thing for someone like me, I like my snipers to really hit like a truck. Like, I want my shots to really look like that they're pounding right into my enemy. So now let me demonstrate the super shot here. So you get one, so it reloads the whole magazine, and depending on how many bullets you have in your magazine, it will change. It will be a ×3 or times whatever. But if you have a full mag, it will go ×4, and that's 11,000 damage right there. So I honestly think that this sniper should be moved to the high impacts category. And the reason I say that is because I just don't think it does enough damage to yellow bars and orange bars for it to really be a viable option when it comes to bosses and whatnot. And if I'm really being honest here, the best way to use this thing is to just load your whole mag into that one shot and then send that flying off into the head of your enemy there. But even then, compared to snipers like Black Spindle or Whisper of the Worm, it doesn't even hold a candle to it. Like, when it comes, like, if you're gonna be doing a raid and you want to get your damage out, if I had to choose between the Izanagi's Burden and the Black Spindle, I'm probably going to be going for the Black Spindle because it's a high damaging sniper, and pretty much its perk setup pretty much outclasses this in every single way. which is a little disappointing, really, because this thing had really good something going for it. It's kind of... I'm really not too sure where this thing is really viable. I mean, of course it's a sniper rifle. You can use it in anything. You can use it in any game mode you want to. But this is mainly supposed to be a PvE thing. But I don't know. I just don't really. This thing is kind of stuck between. It's kind of stuck between. How to explain this? It's caught between two archetypes of snipers. While its other two archetypes are usually more viable than this, which I'm not sure if that's making any sense or not. Like, I'm going, like, this is just what I think. I'm not scripting this or anything. I really haven't done enough testing with this thing, but from what I've really come across is that this thing's kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. I honestly think that they should buff this thing and move it to the high impact category. Because if you're gonna have a perk like this, that's gonna really increase the damage. You're gonna want it to have you're probably gonna want it to move to the high impact category if you want it to compete against snipers like the Whisper of the Worm. So it's just something to think about. This is just what I personally think of it. I think it's a good sniper. I just think it's very underclassed. I think it's extremely underclassed, and I think they could have done something. They could have done a lot more with this, like maybe put it all higher up on the impact list. But aside from that, it's a pretty solid sniper. I like it, but I just wish it had more. I just wish it had more bite. And I've said this before, but I really don't want it in the primary slot. It sounds like an energy weapon. They should probably either put it like just make it a secondary, because I'm so sick and tired of doing this thing. I don't really like my snipers being in my primary slot, but that's a discussion for another day. This is just what I think of the Izanagi's Burden. And but so far I enjoy it. But if I'm going to compare it, when it comes down to it, if I'm going to be doing a raid or escalation protocol where like damage matters and all that, if I had to choose between Izanagi's Burden and the Whisper of the Worm, I'm probably going to go with the Whisper of the Worm, because that one just hits harder. It's on the high impact category. Its perk set is much better. So I don't know. This thing may be put under the microscope eventually. So we'll just have to see what happens. But aside from that, fun sniper. Very fun sniper. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And if you want me to give my thoughts on other exotics as well, please put those down in the comments. I'd be happy to hear them. All right, thanks very much, guys. I'll see you in the next one.